Hey everybody, it's your girl, Nothing's Impossible, 77, straight out of Brooklyn, New York. And yeah guys, I have a new do. My daughter, who's a beautician, most of you know, she came over last night and she did a new thing with my hair. See? See? Anywho, I hope you guys like it. It's different, you know, because I'm always having hair down. But I think it looks cool. It makes me look sophisticated. Anywho, that's not why I'm here this morning. I had to pop up a video. I'm totally dressed and ready to go to church. But I had to pop up a video. Even in spite of all that noise outside my window, I had to pop up a video. Please forgive the noise. This is New York, honey, and on a Sunday morning, they find it very necessary to be outside your window doing construction, and that is how we do it in New York, okay? Anywho, I watched the Iyanla Fix My Life premiere episode last night that featured DMX, and I watched it with my daughter. And as a matter of fact, I watched it after having DVR'd it. I recorded it because I was so hooked on some other shows. I'm not a TV person, but my goodness, I've been watching it lately. Anywho, I did watch the episode, and I found it very, very disturbing from the onset, from the beginning. I could clearly see that DMX was not in any condition to really be interviewed. And what came to my mind immediately, right after the show started, was, oh my gosh, he's going to be a public spectacle. And, you know, there's so many people out there that love to see people get on television and make a perfect ass of themselves. That makes great television, and we all know that. You know what I mean? People getting lasered and folks that are, you know, acting out and getting ghetto, or, you know, folks that talk ghetto. I mean, I love me some Sweet Brown. I think she's adorable. But things like, ain't nobody got time for that, you know, that's going to go viral. And to see DMX so pitiful. I don't know. I don't want to say it because I like him, and even in the midst of all his addiction, you could see that this brother is the truth, and that he's been through a lot, and that he's still going through a lot. And I'm not sure that I would have televised that if I was Iyanla, because there was no fixing his life in that episode. And I just believe that Iyanla does the show to fix lives. And even though it's DMX, and even though it would have gotten a lot of ratings, and even though I'm sure so many people tuned in, and even though this may have been one of the highest rated shows, I'm just assuming. However, I just don't think at the expense of this brother's life and his children and his family and his, you know, it just... He has enough negative press. We all seen him in the airport getting arrested, gun charged, this, that, and the other. And is anyone surprised? Was anyone's jaw dropped? Like, I mean, if you have not heard about the mishaps of DMX, then you probably haven't been keeping up with the media. I just don't feel like it was a show that was good. And I just felt like even with the son, you know, I felt like he was just saying everything that was pleasing to Iyanla and to the show, and I felt like he was showing more loyalty to Iyanla than he was to his father. And some things just gotta make sense, because if you a crackhead, a cokehead, a meth head, whatever the case may be, you are still my father. And even if I choose that I don't want you in my life, I'm not going to sit there publicly and place someone above you. I mean, let's just put it this way. DMX may not have been in his life the way he should have been, but Iyanla just met him. So how can you pay loyalty to someone that you just met over someone that's your father? I mean, to me, I just didn't feel good about it. And let me tell you something. I love Iyanla. I was the editor-in-chief for an organization years back called Women of Great Esteem. And we honored women at the United Nations every year. And I came up with something called the Editor-in-Chief Award. And I gave my very first Editor-in-Chief Award to Iyanla because I don't think there's a book that she wrote or anything. I mean, Iyanla brought me through some very difficult times with her books. I mean, you all know. And so I honored her. Now, she didn't come to the United Nations because she had other engagements, but she invited us out to Maryland. And the day that the organization went, it was pouring rain like cats and dogs, and they drove out to Silver Spring, Maryland, and they presented her on my behalf with a Swarovski, is it Swarovski? It's crystal, and I believe it was an eagle. It was a huge crystal eagle, and they told me how much she appreciated it, and they told me about her, you know, how she was very welcoming to them, and they was like, Jackie, she's sorry she missed you, and I was sorry I missed her too. Now we all know Iyanla's a super mega star, and you know, I mean, she was a mega star back then too. Let's keep it 100. However, I've loved you all these years, Iyanla, and and you have brought healing to my life in my darkest hours. You know, when my husband was taken from me tragically, you provided ministry for me, but you didn't even do it face to face. You did it through the wonderful books and through your work. And you have a gift and you have a ministry. But that doesn't mean that you can't make a mistake, Iyanla. And I think that at the expense of possibly getting a good premiere rating, you should not have aired that. It's called Iyanla Fix My Life. What did you fix? Sending out hashtags to DMX of support DMX is not fixing his life. By the way, I'm not even sure that he would even read that. And if he is in need of help, you know, in regards to his drug addiction, seeing that could spin him off into taking more drugs, because guess what? You could clearly see he loves his son. And I didn't disagree when he was like, give me a moment with my son. Yeah, it's your show. But this was real sensitive. And in order for DMX to gain your trust, you just had to lay back a little bit more. Because obviously you had gained his son's trust already. But then I believe in my heart he was looking at it like, oh, who are you? This is my son. You just came in the picture. I mean, I could be wrong, guys, and please tell me what you think. And I am not bashing Iyanla. I'm just keeping it real. Maybe every episode is not for television, and episodes as sensitive as the one that you premiered yesterday may have probably wanted to not be aired. And I just felt like it was a debacle, and I just felt like it was for ratings. I love you, Iyanla. You a real sister. You keep it real. You shoot from the hip, honey. So I just got to say it like I feel it. Anyway, guys, I'm off to church. Peace and love to everyone. Later.